oh, it was the niggas. No, you fumbled a few good niggas, bitch, because you did not have yourself together. And I ain't talking about self together like, like I was saying earlier, you got your little place and, you making a little money. I'm talking about self together as far as being able to be submissive, allowing the man to lead, but also holding your ground and having boundaries, having standards for yourself. So as relationships go through the different stages that they gonna go through, you have levels that a nigga have to earn. Y'all don't be having this in place. So sometimes niggas be meeting y'all and they really be willing to put in the work. But you don't actually have no work for them to do because you don't have no standards, sis. You don't have no boundaries, sis. Because you so used to dealing with niggas that you have to be their mama and they bitch. You got to parent the kids plus them, plus your motherfucking self. A lot of y'all, you've been parents since you was a child. I'm going to say that again. You've been a mama since you was a child because you started fucking young. So you've never actually taken any time to develop and grow into the version of you that you want to be. You've been worrying about and caring for others for so long, you don't know how to care for yourself. So when someone else comes along, you don't know how to teach them to care for you because you teach people how to fuck to treat you based on what you tolerate. And I'm telling y'all this because some of y'all hoes, you did not have a healthy example of a relationship when you were younger. I'm telling y'all this because some of y'all dudes, you did not have a father figure to teach you how a man is supposed to operate. A lot of y'all niggas, you was raised by a single woman, so all you know is how to let a woman boss you around and tell you what to do because that's what your mother did. That's all she knew to do when your father got ran off or his bitch ass left. Who knows? It could be one or the other. Y'all know my motto, ask your motherfucking dad. Do not just take the mom's side of it. But whatever. Some of y'all, you was raised in a household where all you know is how a woman handles things. And so when you got adult and you started dating these women, all you know how to do is let them boss you around. So of course you can't lead, my G, because you so quick to let a bitch make your mind up for you. Yeah, you definitely might need to book that one-on-one. I'm telling y'all some G-ass shit. So I'm doing a Zoom tonight. You could text 678-965-0698 and get in the Zoom. Or you could book yourself a one-on-one phone call. You could text 678-965-0698. You can get a 15-minute phone call, 30-minute phone call, an hour. I even do couples therapy sessions, right? The only thing is, I operate from logic, common sense, facts, science, basically. And like a lot of y'all, you got to realize, I don't give a fuck about the things that you told yourself. I'm going to tell you what the fuck is real. Exactly, Rocco. And see, this is the thing that's missing nowadays, right? And this is why a lot of y'all females, you really don't understand what's going on because you are one of these, right? Somebody type one of these. One of these is what I'm talking about is back in the 1960s when the, government had that certain agenda with welfare to break up not just black homes, but poor motherfuckers, to break up the family unit, right? To where women started to feel more empowered to raise their children without the man around. We lost a lot of key things, right? So, for example, back in the day before the fuck shit went on with, these feminist movements and all this shit where it played a man against a woman in relationships. Back in the day when a woman was left, meaning a fuck nigga left his family, and this woman was left to really have to raise children by herself, right? Especially boys, right? Because sometimes niggas got killed. Sometimes niggas would just fuck niggas and they abandoned their family. Sometimes niggas got locked up or whatever, right? But this was before this fuck ass, I'm a single mom and this is the way to be, girl. Have your baby. Don't worry about a nigga. And if he gonna help, right? This was pre all this shit, right? A lot of y'all hoes is not one of these. And I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all is. But back pre this fuck shit, when a mother did end up single and they was raising especially a son or sons, when your ass started acting like a bitch, being too emotional, and by too emotional, I mean getting to the point where because ain't no man in the house, you picking up woman ways, meaning you walking around this bitch twisting like me, these women would go take their sons and drop them off at the barbershop to sweep up hair all day in the neighborhood. They would take their asses to Billy Ray house down the block. And Billy Ray, take him cutting yards with you today. Like, toughen his ass up. Like, they will take them and go and allow them to be around men. Not y'all. Y'all on this, I got to protect my sons from men, even though he gonna grow up to be a man and not know exactly what the fuck the world has in store for him. Because I'm not a man and I don't know what to do because I don't experience what men experience. Back in the motherfucking day, the mamas would take their sons around niggas to go get some game from niggas that they know they didn't have. So they would, after school, take your ass up to the barbershop and you go up there and be around some men all motherfucking day long. Sweep up some hair, let them niggas talk to you, get your motherfucking mind right. When you start acting fresh and want to bow up at your mama, they go take you around to somebody's house, whether it's a family member or down the block, and you go get with some motherfucking men. So a man can teach you how to respect your mama for the work she put in by herself on raising you, and so they can give you the game on how to carry yourself as a man. Back in the day when women had little boys that was running around crying too much and all that shit like that. And by crying too much, I don't mean that a man can't have emotions and can't cry. So don't try to flip around what I'm saying. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. When you done babied that little boy so much that this motherfucker crying and grabbing on your fucking dress hem like a little girl all day long, they would purposely take their sons and go allow them to spend a day with a motherfucking mechanic, in the barbershop with a bunch of niggas, with a nigga with a landscaping company. Go out and get around some men that are doing physical labor and getting an idea for what men are supposed to be worried about. Not this whole ass shit that we sit in the house worrying about as females. A lot of y'all, you're not one of them. You're not one of them. And see, a lot of y'all, like I see a comment right now, y'all really don't understand what I'm explaining. This don't got nothing to do with nobody's sexuality. You can be gay, straight, whatever the fuck you want to be. If you're a man, the world is going to expect certain things out of you. I don't give a fuck what your sexuality is. This is when you're being raised by a real one, male or female, mother and father, single dad or single mom. A perfect example. When chaos breaks out or violence, the world expects men in the room to protect the women and children in the room. I don't give a fuck if you gay or straight. If you're in the room and there is violence going on, or a man trying to do something to a woman or a child, gay or straight, nigga, you have to put your motherfucking purse down and help the fuck out, or the world's gonna look at you like, damn, how the fuck that nigga just stood there and let that other nigga attack that woman like that? Damn, how the fuck that nigga ain't jump in and protect them children? Y'all gotta understand, my page is operating off of logic, off of common sense, off of science, off the way the world works. You can be whatever the fuck you're gonna be, but it's some shit that this is just the way the world works. When we look at infrastructure and the way that the world is built, roads and construction and buildings, and if there was a shortage in construction workers, the world is gonna expect you niggas to step up and take those manual labor jobs. Just because you're a dude. It don't got shit to do with whether you gay or straight. It has everything to do with this is what the fuck is going on in the world. And if you know, like I know, if you got a son, a boy child, a male, one that identifies as a man, gay or straight, you better teach that motherfucker about this stuff. You better let that nigga get some experience with manual labor, how to fix some shit on a vehicle, what's going on with construction, how to understand how to apply yourself physically, because this is what the fuck is going on in the world. If it's 3 bitches and 2 niggas in the house and the toilet get clogged up, the way the world works, if you 2 niggas don't go and try to fix this plumbing and a woman in there doing it, we gonna look at you as some bitch ass niggas. And you could be saying, well, I was raised with a single mama and she ain't teach me nothing about unclogging no toilet. The world is not going to spare you because of that, sir. And you hoes know this too. This is why, if you know like I know, you'll be moving like bitches was moving back before this whole feminist ass movement. I don't need a nigga. I'm going to raise the kids by myself and never let my son be around no niggas, because you got to protect these kids from these niggas. Some of y'all that's been following me for a long time, y'all know my best friend is a gay male, African-American gay male. When he come to my house, if the garbage full and my peoples ain't took it out, he gonna take it the fuck out. Some shit go on where we need to be protected. If you the only nigga around, nigga, what's up? It's no way we in danger and there's a man in the room, gay or straight, get on your job because you're still a guy. The fuck? And he gonna do it. Let us be in danger. Let something be around where he is the only man and he gonna do it. Me and him in the car together. The car break down. I'm not getting the fuck out. For what? There's a man around. If there's no man, okay. But this nigga's a boy, Damon. I pop the hood, get your ass out. The car need to be pushed. You're pushing, I'm steering. I will not. This lace will not lift in no heat today with a nigga around. If you know like I know, you'll understand why the fuck I be saying what the fuck I be saying. Damn right, nigga, what's up? And he'll tell y'all this. I wouldn't give a fuck. We walking down the sidewalk downtown. You're going to walk on the outside, gay and all. You got a purse? I got a purse. You're a boy. Get on the outside. The fuck? If it's raining, we only got one umbrella, and it's too small for the both of us. Guess who Beijing finna be running down the side of their motherfucking face? That black spray gonna be running because I'm gonna be under the umbrella. I'm the female. The fuck? There will be certain things y'all sons will be expected to know. Don't got a fuck thing to do with their sexuality. It has everything to do if, bitch, you know what I know about raising male children. Yes, they need to step out the way. Take them sons up to the barbershop somewhere. Drop them niggas off with a nigga with a lawn service so he can go out all day in the sun and sweat. Put that motherfucking video game down and go learn what the fuck is going on in the world. But see, y'all don't operate in y'all feminine this way. You want to do everything yourself. This is why we see videos online with one of these young niggas standing up there with their pants sagging while you changing the tire. And y'all done broke down on the side of the road. It's not fin the fuck to go on. Not with no woman that understands that I'm a female. I'm a woman. I'm a feminine figure. I'm the emotional, home-caring one. Nigga, you is the man. And I'm going to let you be every bit of that. That's why I told y'all on that other live, running around like trying to show niggas how independent you are. That's not the look, sis. That's not what it is, sis. And then y'all be talking about, oh, the niggas don't lead. Oh, they don't. Y'all don't let them. And by let them, I mean you got to get the fuck out the way. You got to get the fuck out the way. Like, move out of the way. Like, open the door up for a nigga to be able to have to get in that pocket. Yes, they need to be opening car doors. They need to be going up there, putting in some work to earn a couple dollars. And the thing is, y'all don't understand. I don't give a fuck how smart your son is intellectually in school, how good his grades is. You got to get that little boy around some people that can teach him about the expectation that the world has on men for physical labor. You got to give that man some game. You got to give your son some game on how to make a hustle out of just being able to use your hands. Just being able to show up and lift some motherfucking furniture. Just being able to assist handing a nigga some tools. They can't do that sitting up in the house watching y'all motherfucking pole dance and put on lace wigs and fucking sit around and make sugar scrubs and shit. They won't develop these skills sitting up looking in y'all face talking about period poo all day long. Real bad. They won't develop that. This is why, in y'all voice, the dating pool fucked up. These niggas don't know how to be niggas. These men ain't lead. Yeah, because they was raised by one of them. One of y'all hoes. That they mama thought the same way that y'all bitches think. Like, a nigga is not necessary to be in the picture. So then when the boy grow up thinking mostly like a woman, when he grow up operating mostly like a female, when he grow up wanting the women he fucking on to operate like his mama and guide him in his life, y'all got a problem with that. But what the fuck did y'all expect when the nigga grew up 18 years seeing nothing but how a bitch run things? What do you expect? What do you expect? This is why it's grown niggas online right now talking about period poo, and it ain't got shit to do with their sexuality. Because, nowadays, y'all call everything gay. Everything ain't gay. A lot of this shit is programming. Everything don't have to do with a bitch's sexuality. A lot of it is what the fuck's going on in these households, the way these kids are being raised. I don't miss. I do not miss. So any of y'all that feel some type of way, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, sir, but this is fact. My page operates off of science, logic, common sense. We don't do that emotional ass shit. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion you created in your mind that you was programmed to believe based on your paradigms from your single mama raising you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is why I told y'all on that Father's Day Live, you need to go ask your dad more. When shit plays out as far as how your upbringing went, you should get both sides. And it's not about getting both sides and seeing if your mama was wrong or your daddy was wrong or who was right. The idea is I need to get a clear picture of both perspectives. So that as I grow up and I date and I become the man or woman I'm supposed to be, I can have a clear picture, a good example on how men and women view the same scenarios differently. Because life handles them differently. Back in the days, before that shit that happened in the 60s, like back in the days, women understood that even though I don't fuck with his daddy, even though I might not even want a nigga right now, my son needs to get around men to understand how to operate as a man in this world. And this is why niggas right now be pulled over by the police. Mom, they pulling me over. Mom, you gonna come up here? Mom, I got locked up. You gonna bond me out? I'm saying, man, you ain't gonna come get a nigga out of here? Babe, what I do, what I tell the people when I call the bank? Babe, what I tell them? Man, see, this is why I want you to just talk to them for me. I'm saying, babe, just call them for me. The information out here when it comes to finances, when it comes to building your credit, when it comes to understanding how to run a household, when it comes to bill paying, when it comes to taking care of yourself, hygiene, the information is accessible to men and motherfucking women. But see, when you raised by a woman as mothers, we have a natural instinct to care for our children a certain way. And a lot of times it works against boys in the long run. This is why a lot of y'all, and I'm going to go a little bit deep for some of y'all with generational curses. This is why a lot of y'all, as you grew up, you realize my single mom treated my brothers different than she treated the girls. The girls damn near got tough love from the mama. Because she knowing the shit she instilled in y'all younger, it's going to hit for y'all differently. So she baby the boys because a bitch be knowing in the back of their mind, I really didn't teach this nigga how to be no man because I don't know how to be. So this is why now fast forward, you see your mama running to your brother rescue more than she'll run to yours. And this is why a lot of y'all low-key, you don't get along with your mother right now today as a 27, 30, 35-year-old, 40-year-old woman. Because they baby them niggas because they knowing what the fuck was their fault. What them niggas was missing. They ain't gonna tell y'all this. So I'm gonna have to be the real bitch to let you know. Mom's knowing she did not equip this nigga with the right skill set. Girl, she turned her back on you to a certain extent, not maliciously, but because she know you can fall and get up. This nigga fall, she know ain't no telling what the fuck happened to my son. He damn near kind of slow. His daddy wasn't around. I ain't keep no man, no male figure in his life. I don't know what the fuck he capable of. Now, my daughter, I'm knowing that bitch gonna go to work. I'm knowing she gonna pay bills. I'm knowing she gonna know why. Because women watch women. And growing up, I taught her these things. By her watching me, by me instilling certain things in her young. And see, the stuff I'm talking about, it don't have a fuck thing to do with having a lot of money, not having a lot of money, looking good or not looking good. This is the raw, uncut shit. Because I know niggas right now that make 50, 60,000 in a few days in the streets and on their businesses, and they still don't know certain shit to be able to elevate in life based on what they lacked in their upbringing. I know some of y'all know some too. Nigga got a whole bunch of money. plenty of opportunities to go get his own place, and you'll see these same niggas packing their stuff up because a bitch putting them out, going back with their mama. Now, nigga, when I just see you in the store, you pulled out at least damn near 20,000 on you right now. You got more money put up somewhere. You have no concept of how to go check your credit, get yourself in a lease, start a business, run your money through that hole. None of that shit. So even with having a pocket full of money, even with having money coming in and being a raw ass hustler, your mama still deprived you of certain things a man has to see from a man in order to know that he has the ability to do it. Now, some of y'all, you went to college, you got in fraternities, you got around other men, and even though in your household you were raised by one parent, you eventually got around some male resources that taught you to be different. So don't get on my fuck ass lies talking about how, oh, I was raised by a single mama and I turned out good as a man. Yeah, because eventually in your life, you got around some male resources. You're not who I'm talking about, because I don't miss. This is definitely some brutal honesty for some of y'all ass. Somebody say my dad passed away when I was 7 years old. And the minute your mama got out of that immediate grieving space, a switch should have clicked that if my son lost his father, I need to make sure I equip him with enough male resources to prepare him for the fucking world. Especially if you're a black man. But that's not what y'all hoes worry about. You too busy watching whether Carisha fucking Diddy steal or not. And this is why y'all do shit like the girl did on Instagram where she got on the video where I'm showing I taught my daughter at 2 to read. This is impossible. How did you do this? Yeah, because when your mind is on bullshit, of course you can't understand how real shit is getting done. Because you ain't real. Ain't nobody taught you nothing real. Some of y'all triggered, and I get it. Breathe. It's normal. It's natural. It's a part of life to be triggered based on unresolved traumas and things that you don't understand about your emotions and where you got your certain beliefs from. Just leaving y'all with a little bit of game. Hopefully y'all take what applies, what don't, let it fly. You know how they say, eat the meat, spit the bones out. Some of you motherfuckers need to chew the bones and all, the gristle. Take all that shit in. For those of y'all that's triggered, breathe. It don't matter what you type on here. Don't type them long ass paragraphs. I do not go back and read them. Nobody's going to leave this page. I've been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years. Nobody's going to unfollow me based on one of you hurt hoes or sad niggas typing something in disagreement with me. The shit I be talking about be too real. So don't waste your thumb power. Now, you can book a one-on-one at 678-965-0698. You can get in my Zoom tonight that's happening at 9 p.m. by texting 678-965-0698. It's on relationships. If you can't stomach me, you don't like the fact that I cuss or the things I talk about, unfollow me. And yes, my one-on-ones and Zooms cost, they're very affordable. It's very much worth it. It's cheaper than you getting in the club or getting a bottle of E&J from the liquor store. It's cheaper than y'all lace wig installs. It's cheaper than you niggas buying the next pair of Jordans, and it could actually change your life. Definitely don't waste your thumb power. And the song I played on the beginning of this live, it will be out this month. So y'all be on the lookout for when I make that post. For those of y'all that stream my music, I fuck with y'all. Those of y'all that's been in multiple Zooms, I fuck with y'all. Those of y'all that have booked one-on-ones with me, I fuck with y'all. Those of y'all that have went on Amazon and bought my workbook called Pay Attention, I fuck with y'all. And it is a workbook. You don't get the bitch and read it. It's double space for you to write. Put your life in the book. The chapter that talks about rooms and tables. Write your shit out. It is for you to really start working out the shit in your life you need to work out, and it's going to make you a better person. It 100% is going to make you more accountable. It's going to make you more attractive. It's going to make you a more pleasant person. It's going to make you a more motivated person. The things I talk about, when you confront them, you boss up. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I will